Hello, Interior Alaska. It's Joe Cook here. Once again, the sports seat for you. Hope you're having a terrific Tuesday. Now let's talk some sports. KTVF got news today that Tyler Huntington, the two-time former Iron Dog champ, was in a serious accident on Monday while training on the Bering Sea coast. Huntington reportedly hit a piece of driftwood going 90 miles per hour and was thrown from his snow machine. Huntington was medevaced to Anchorage and was scheduled to undergo surgery today. Evan Booth, a former champ, was training with Huntington at the time of the accident and plans to be in next month's race at Huntington's request. We'll have some more information as it becomes available. Now in high school wrestling, the Mid-Alaska Conference Championships in wrestling concluded over the weekend, and the deepest team was the top team as North Pole claimed the team title. There were 13 individual titles won between North Pole and West Valley, the runner-up. Lathrop did have the best wrestler as Sam Zimmerman, who won at 145 pounds, was named the MAC Tournament Most Outstanding Wrestler. Zimmerman won all his matches by at least 15 points. The top three finishers advanced to the states. You can find a complete list on webcenter11.com. In high school basketball, it was a grudge match between the Lathrop Malamutes and Monroe Catholic Rams. It was a tight one, but someone had to win. In the end, the victor would be the Rams. Monroe comes back in the fourth quarter to upend the Malamutes 54-47, trailing by 5 going to the fourth. The Rams outscored the Malamutes 22-10 in the final quarter for the win. 4 players scored in double digits for Monroe, led by Jalen McCullers, 11 points. Lathrop was led by the 1-2 punch of Gabriel Cunningham and Everett Green. Cunningham had a game-high 14 points while Green added 13. Monroe continues to find different ways to win.
I decided to come and get my teammates involved. Great teammates. Whenever we have unselfish players like this, it's fun to have, and we love them all.
Well, that fourth quarter, we know we had to settle down. We were down 5 coming in the fourth quarter, and I know I had to go get the ball, set the tempo, finish around the rim for one, and play great defense like we did, and we came out with the win tonight. It was a big one.
The Lady Malamutes had the blowout of the night with a 53-25 win over the Lady Rams of Monroe. Lathrop was only up 7 points at halftime when they ran away with this game with a big third quarter. Alexis Gavora had a team-high 10 points for Monroe. Ruthie Hebert, the Lathrop freshman, had a monster game with 18 points and 19 rebounds. Arisha Talley chipped in 11 points in the win. And now the Nanook swimming team ended their season on a bit of a sour note. UAF was swept by the clan of Simon Fraser 124-71 on day 1 and 124-77 on day 2. Benty Heller was the only winner for UAF, winning the 100 free in 52.52 seconds. Simon Fraser won 10 of the 11 events and set new pool records in the 200 butterfly and 200 medley relay. The Nanooks finished the season 3-5 overall and 2-4 in conference. The Nanooks will travel to La Mirada, California for the Pacific Collegiate Swim and Dive Conference Championships starting February 13th. And the last games for both of the Nanook basketball teams would end in L's. For the men, the Nanooks lost to the top team in the GNAC, the Western Washington Vikings, 79-66. The win gave the Vikings their best win streak in program history at 24 games. For the Nanooks, it was their third straight loss after winning 6 in a row. Pat Voot led 4 Nanooks in double figures with 17 points in the loss. The Nooks are back in the Patty Center this Thursday hosting Northwest Nazarene. For the women's team, another loss. The final was 67-61 going to Western Oregon. The blame for this loss was turnovers. The Nanooks' 19 turnovers turned into 24 Western Oregon points. Taylor Altenberg and Samantha Thornton had good games for the Nooks. Next for the Nanooks are against ranked opponents Western Washington and Simon Fraser, and those games are on the road. And finishing up over the weekend was the USA Curling Senior National Championships at the Fairbanks Curling Club. A championship and a spot in the World Senior Championships in mid-April in New Brunswick was at stake. The story was the Margie Smith rink from St. Paul, Minnesota. Not only did they win the women's title, but they did that despite being in a car accident right before the title game. Talk about some tough moms and grandmas. The Smith rink won narrowly 5-4 over the Fairbanks Kathy Shuttleworth rink. It was tight, but the Shuttleworth rink went scoreless in the 5th and 6th inning and fell short. For the men, the Gert Messing rink out of Hartsdale, New York, won the title 7-4 over the Dave Jensen rink from Bismarck, North Dakota. The Messing rink scored 4 in the 6th inning to pull away for the win. Congrats to the old school athletes still getting it done. And that'll do it for sports tonight. Thanks for joining me, and stay cool, Alaska. Mike Schultz has your full weather forecast coming up next, and we'll catch you next time.